Hi there. Here's something that we don't often talk about. Growth is not always equivalent of excitement. Yes, although growth often brings along new things and exciting things, and typically that's good, I'm all for change. I would have to say that there are times in life, like midlife, where we start to feel maybe a little disconnected, where growth doesn't necessarily bring that excitement, but instead feels like we are restless. And moreover, at times, you might not even recognize yourself in your life anymore. If that's you, you're in the right place at the right time. This is Dr. Maria Martinez, and this is the Inner Authority Project. And here we talk about all things change and finding our voice and reclaiming our inner power for women over 50. And guess what? If that's you and you feel really confused about it, guess what? I don't think any of that is wrong, but actually a good sign that we are evolving for us women in our 50s. So in this video, I want to talk about three things that are signals, three signs that we are outgrowing our lives. So sign number one, normal feels heavy. Have you ever felt as if you have some typical routine activities that you used to enjoy, but that you're no longer enjoying? Or conversations that you used to look forward to having, maybe with a certain friend or close one, and that's no longer lighting you up. That might include people, things that you used to do, conversations that you used to have, patterns of behavior that you used to follow, waking up at certain time and doing certain things, and that's no longer getting you excited. So again, nothing about not looking forward to those things is wrong. It just means that you're changing. So that's the first signal when we realize that normal is just blah. At least that was for me. So we're going to call it normal feels heavy. Sign number one. Sign number two, you feel a pull, but no clear direction. And that was so frustrating for me. And sometimes still is. Remember, I'm in my 50s and I'm here with you. But with this point, what I realize is that it doesn't happen overnight. It's subtle. So it almost catches you off guard. And little by little, you realize that you're wanting more, and yet you don't know exactly what that is. You don't know exactly what that is. So that can be frustrating. For me, that was almost exhausting because I couldn't articulate what exactly I want. Because if I knew, I would do it. But not knowing how to move forward exactly without feeling as I was being ungrateful or I was slacking off or not fulfilling my responsibilities, that was a hard one. Now, what I have to say about that is if you're feeling that pull, that's a good thing. Why? Because that's awareness. That's the first step. Awareness is always the first step. And we cannot change what we don't acknowledge. So feeling that pull, it's important and it's a really good place for you to be in. Because if nothing else, at least for me, was more about I want to take the lead and make the changes in my life that I know I deserve, that I have been working all my life for, as opposed to letting somebody else make those decisions for me. So that's point number two. And point number three is that you're less willing to tolerate things that you used to accept. And here is where things start to shift. You're no longer saying yes to everything. You start to feel more comfortable with saying no, at least thinking the no. Here, you start to realize that there are some things that you have been putting up with. Here, you start to think about places where you have been overextending yourself, not putting yourself first, or maybe where you have stayed quiet way too long. So this is another clear and beautiful example that you're starting to outgrow your life. Something in you is saying, I don't know what I want, but this is not it. I don't want to play no more. I don't want to do this anymore. And the future might still be somewhat unclear. This is why having community, having a coach, having other people that are on the similar path with you makes so much sense because we're not meant to have all the steps figured out. For way too long, I waited until I was ready. I'm still not ready. I'm still not ready, but I'm doing it. And that is what I invite you to consider, that we might never be fully ready, but just the assertiveness of here's where I'm at today, and I want and deserve more are a beautiful place to start. And what I would invite you to do today is, if any of this message resonates with you, I personally invite you to be a part of my journey and join me on this channel. Please like and subscribe this video. In the comments, you can download a reset little tool that I have created that can help you right away put some things in place to start articulating more of what you want, and come on this journey with me. Come on this journey with me. I would love to have conversations with you, and I would love to know what are the topics that you want to learn more about. If you're experiencing any of these three things that signal that you are outgrowing your life, you are in the right place at the right time. Until next time, thanks for joining me.